Hi everyone, it's Candace with Candy Bees Creations. Welcome back to my channel and to my craft table. I'm so excited for this video. Today we're going to be doing some little place cards for your Thanksgiving or fall table. This is nothing new. This is just some stems that I cut from my yard and tied it with some pretty gold twine and put a tag on with the person's name. And I just thought it was really elegant and pretty to put on your plate. This one is just some macrame, 4mm macrame cord that I hot glued down on some linen fabric, some thicker linen fabric. You can kind of see the back. Also, I just tied a tag on with some baker's twine. So I thought that was really cute. And this one is just kind of a composite wood piece that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I just punched a hole in it so I could tie a tag on and then tied it with some jute twine. These are the pieces that I got from the Dollar Tree. I have some pumpkins. I also have some leaves. Here's the different leaves that I have. Anyway, just really cute. And I'll be using my Crop-A-Dile to punch a hole. This heavy duty thing will cut holes through some pretty thick heavy duty material. So I'll be using my Crop-A-Dile to punch holes in my leaves and pumpkins. You really don't need a lot of materials. You just need some kind of smaller tags to put on each of your things that you want to decorate. A little bit of linen fabric. This is about a 5 by 5 inch piece of fabric. And then just some different twines. I have some cute orange and white baker's twine, some pretty sparkly gold twine, and then just some jute twine and some cream colored jute twine as well. And then I have some macrame cord. This is probably 3mm macrame. This one I used some cream macrame cord at about 4mm. This one is about 3mm, and I think in this video today I'm going to be using this just because it has a little bit of color to it, and I just wanted to mix it up, and plus I had this lying around, so why not use it? Anyway, I'm really excited about this. Like I said, it's nothing new, but if I can just get you interested or motivated to do something creative or fun for your fall or Thanksgiving table, then that is a plus. And as always, I'd be so appreciative if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share it with people who would be interested in this. Well, I think that covers it all, so let's get into it. Okay, well, here we go. So here's my plate, and I just wanted to show you the different place cards that I have. I didn't mention this is a turkey, if you can't tell. I just made it out of macrame cord. I think it's so cute how I just sort of outlined the turkey shape, and I just kind of frayed the edges of this macrame to kind of look like its little claws are spread out. So there's one that you can make. This one's, you know, it's pretty simple, but it just takes a few minutes. This one is super easy. Like I said, I just got these little leaves and pumpkins at the Dollar Tree. I also have them in black and orange. So, but I really like the black and white. This one looks a little more Halloween-ish to me. So anyway, we're going to be doing that. And let's see, my other one is right here. So these are just some little pieces that I got from my yard. I have this piece as well that I can use. I might need to just trim it down here, but really all you need to do is just tie some twine and a card onto it or a tag, and it's just simple as that. And I think it's really elegant, super simple. Sometimes less is more, so this is a good way to go as well if you're kind of a simplist. So let's start with a little turkey. I think we'll bring in the linen piece. It's like a 5 by 5 inch square piece of fabric, just a little bit thicker, a little sturdier. But I'm going to bring in my macrame. This is sort of a terracotta color. It's a little bit thinner than what I used here. This might be the way to go, this 4mm, but we're going to just try it with this 3mm. And basically what I'm going to do is just take my hot glue gun, and I'm just going to sort of make an outline of a turkey shape. And I'm just using one continuous piece, so I'm sure you've seen art pieces before where they just use one piece to make the entire silhouette or shape. So I'm going to give enough room for the head, the body, the feathers. We're going to start with the head right here, and I'm just going to sort of make a kind of an oval shape. I need to roll up my sleeves here. All right, and we're just going to place it down, being as careful as we can not to burn ourselves on the hot glue, because that's never fun. Make sure I'm in camera here. Okay, so there's the head. Next, I want to bring this around and make a little round body. So I'm going to bring it up just a little bit and then make a little round body. I think I'm going to go halfway just to give myself time so the glue doesn't set before I have a chance to set it down. Just use your fingertips to carefully place the cord down. Okay. And I'll continue that little circle. Let's see, where did we end? Right here. Bringing it around here, trying to be consistent with my little round shape. But if it doesn't turn out perfectly, then that's all right. Art is different in everyone's eyes, and whatever you choose to do is right. That's what I always loved about art, is you can't go wrong. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of look. In this one, I came here and then I went back on itself and then started my feathers. So here we go. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And I'll create my first little feather. I think I want to do about 5. So here's feather number 1. The thing with hot glue, you have a little bit of time to play around. It doesn't set immediately, but you do have to be fairly quick at the same time. But there is a little bit of time where you can work with it. Okay, feather number 2. We're going to make it a little bit bigger or a little longer. I'm just nudging it in place. All right. Good, good. Feather number 3. I get concentrating and deep in thought as I craft sometimes. So, okay, forgive the silence, but here we go. Here's feather number 4. It gets a little stringy sometimes if you get your fingers stuck in the hot glue, but it's easier to clean up after it's all dried and set. All right, doing good, doing good. Push that down. Make sure all the glue is adhering to the cord. All right, and on to the last feather. Kind of want to look at this side and make sure it's somewhat symmetrical. Bring it down and loop it around. Okay. This is a little bit more tedious than just cutting a little branch and tying twine around it, but it's not that bad. If you don't have patience, then maybe the twine is the way to go, or the little leaves or pumpkins, if you like a simple project. But I really love all facets of creating. I do tend to like tedious work, but I do like to cap the time limit too. I don't like to spend way too much time. Okay, so after there, let me kind of refer back to this. After we're done there, actually it looks like we're done. We're just going to add the legs and fray the edges. So I'm just going to clip it off there. Take my hot glue and try to sort of press the ends down so that they don't fray. We don't want these edges to fray. I'm going to do that with the start of mine turkey too. I kind of like to try to camouflage the hot glue. I like to see as little hot glue as possible. It's not always possible, but I certainly like to try. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, now I just want to clip a couple inches for the legs. So there's 1, 2. I'll just do 2 little legs coming out. Okay. And again, I'll just sort of try to hot glue the ends up here so that those don't fray. But these pieces down here, I do want to fray a little bit. So kind of work your fingertips on that until it starts to sort of spread apart and become its claws or talons or whatever they're called on turkeys. I think that's so fun. Okay, so cute. And I think I'm going to sort of push it aside and then reshape that. We don't want the whole thing to fray. I think I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now I just want to cut as close to my outline as possible without cutting into the cord. I'm just making the silhouette of the turkey. Okay, I think that's so fun. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in, this one I brought in some orange and white twine, but because this is already kind of a terracotta color, I don't want to compete with the 2 oranges. So I think I'm going to bring in this cream twine and a little tag. Let's put Mom. Oh boy, that's not good. Second try. Good enough. Okay, I'm going to sort of lift a piece. Let me grab my crochet hook. Okay. I'm just going to go through the part that's not tacked down with hot glue and just sort of slip it on through. There we go. And that hole needs to be punched a little bigger. So I have a couple settings here on my Crop-A-Dile. Here's a larger one, here's a smaller one, but this smaller one is still bigger than that hole on this tag. So I'm gonna, let's see. Okay, that's on the larger one. There we go. So I'll just make that hole a little larger. Thread it through. And we'll just tie it off with a little bow. It doesn't have to be a bow, it can actually just be, we'll just do this for right now. Let's do a square knot. Call that good. Clip it, clip it. Okay. Really cute. Here it is on the plate. I think that's so cute. Just a little turkey keepsake. You could even get the kids involved if they want to do something crafty. This is fun for them as well, so that's really cute. Let's move on to the second one. Okay, so here's the other one that we are gonna be doing. I think this one we're gonna do the pumpkin though. And again, bring in my Crop-A-Dile, switch it to the larger punch. And look, this is like probably an 1/8 of an inch, like a millimeter of composite wood. So it's kind of tough, but this Crop-A-Dile will punch right through it. I think I want to cut it at the corner. Let's see, do I want, no, I think I'm going to come up here and have my tag sticking out like this. Yeah, so on my pumpkin, I think I'm going to bring my hole punch to here. So I'm just going to sort of mark it and punch it. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that on the video. Okay, takes a little force, but we got it. See how thick that is, and it punches with not much problem at all. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in some of this jute twine, this natural twine, because this already has a burlap look around the edges. So, you know, you could even hot glue this down for some dimension, a little bit of 3D effect. You can hot glue it around the edges. But right now I'm just going to tie it around, write a name. We did mom, so let's do dad. Okay. Okay, now I've messed around with it too much, so that doesn't look great anymore, but that will work. I'm just going to thread it through the back, thread it through my tag. If you want, you can add more ribbon to it. You don't have to do a twine, and you may not be able to come up with these exact same pieces from the Dollar Tree, but you could find something similar at some craft stores and make it your own. You can add more fancy ribbon to it. I tend to like a more rustic look, but I don't know, sometimes I like bringing in some silks and some chiffon ribbon to make things a little more elegant and nice. I don't want to trim too much of this, so we're just gonna go like that. And that's that. Very fast and simple. Okay, now if we thought that was fast, we're gonna bring in some pieces from my outside, just from my yard. If you live in the big city, I don't know where you find things like this. Central Park. You can find some stem pieces, or you can just go to your, I guess, local market, flower market, and buy some stems. Didn't think of that. I'm going to trim that down a little bit. It feels a little big. In fact, I kind of prefer, do I prefer this smaller one? It just sort of lays funny, so I'm just going to use this. Alrighty, and again, I'm going to use some of this pretty gold twine. Let's tie another tag. Again, I'm going to make that hole a little bit bigger on this tag. There we go. All right, on this one, let's write Grandma. It's kind of a large R. It's all right. I'll try to fish that whole thing through. There we go. Mission accomplished. All right, this twine has a mind of its own and it wants to go this way and that. So we're going to sort of manipulate it a little bit. Place a little dot in the center. And then just sort of position the twine where I want it to dry, which is downward a little. Okay, that works pretty good. Just gonna trim the ends a little bit. Oh, that's messy. Okay. That's really pretty. We're just gonna sort of lay it like that and it looks really cute. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I think that's so much fun to add a little creativity or a little bit of spark to your Thanksgiving or fall table. And again, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And please feel free to share it with other people who enjoy being creative and crafty. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. And if you do something like this, I would love if you shared it with me and tagged me in your projects. Thanks again, as always. Have fun, keep creating, and we'll see you in the next video.